Hello, everyone. This is, I don't even know what part of my Final Fantasy VIII playthrough. I had initially planned for this episode to start the episode by getting Squall's ultimate weapon on Disc 1, and then immediately going into the assassination plan. But then I realized that the upcoming mission is a long series of events back to back to back, and I'd rather not break it up across multiple episodes. So instead of doing a lot of the gathering of Squall's weapon off camera, I thought I'd just take this episode to go over getting Squall's weapon. The Lionheart is the name of it. So I'd actually draw out the getting Squall's weapon part into an episode all of its own, so that way I'm not breaking up the next segments. So that's the idea that I had. The problem is that I didn't come to this conclusion until after I'd already done a bunch of the farming required for Squall's weapon. And when I say a bunch of, I mean all of. I have every item I need for the weapon. So this is probably going to be a pretty short episode here, actually. But what I'm going to do, if I can remember where it's at. There we go. It's this building with the orange, not orange, the purple sign above it is, I believe, the junk shop. Yes. So, Squall's final weapon, the Lionheart, is 2,000 gil, which is nothing at this point in the game. 1 adamantine, 4 dragon fang, and 12 pulse ammo. I'm going to go ahead and get it. And do I have? I do not. Okay. So, I guess I'll just explain where a lot of this stuff came from. Alright. So let's start with the hardest thing to get, quote-unquote hardest. The pulse ammo comes from ammo refinery ability, which is an ability that Ifrit learns, but he only learns it after he is level 10, which means if you're doing a low-level run of the game, you basically can't get this on Disc 1. And the ammo refinery mod, you modify energy crystals into pulse ammo. Now, all the different ammo types, I haven't done it on camera yet, but Irving's limit break uses up ammunition. And you choose what kind of ammo you use for his limit break, and the damage it does is dependent on what ammo you use up. So pulse ammo you get from refining, for example, Cactus Thorns will get demolition ammo, Venom Fang will be dark ammo, etc. So on and so forth. Armor piercing ammo from the sharp spikes, and whatever. Energy crystals will give you the pulse ammo. You get energy crystals from card modding, I guess Enoil, I think is how you pronounce it. It's not Elveret, but it's the card that looks like Elveret, if that makes any sense. And I don't have any in my inventory, so I'll have to go down to card to actually show the image of it. Yeah, Enoil. It's this card. Now, the issue with the Enoil is that only certain players actually play the Enoil card. There's a bunch of people at the Lamb Garden that play it, so if you're still at the very beginning of the game, you can get it easy, and you need 10 of them to get 1 energy crystal, So you'll need 20 of them because you need 12 of the pulse ammo to get the Lionheart, and each energy crystal is 12 ammo, so you need at least 2 energy crystals. Right, so you'll need to get 20 El Noel cards, and if you're still at the beginning of the game, it's easy to do, but if you're not, if you've left the lamb, it's a bit harder, and I'm actually going to explain a little bit. Only certain players play the El Noel card, and that was actually one of the hardest parts of my grind, of my farming, to get the Lionheart, because like an idiot, I did not actually prepare ahead. I should have. I knew it was coming, but I didn't actually prepare ahead. Episode 2, I'm like, I'm tired of playing card games. I'm just going to record, because I was doing a lot of that stuff off camera, right? So it's one of those things where I just got bored, and which way is the exit again? It was one of those things where I just got bored in between episodes. I'm like, I'm just going to keep recording, and I never went back to get the El Noel cards before leaving Balam. So if you have left Balam, hope is not lost. It's just a bit... It's not even that hard. It's just, I had to figure this out through trial and error, which took me forever. Alright, go on, train. Okay, I had to figure this out through trial and error, which took forever. So I'm just going to show you guys exactly where to go. It's over there, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, so Galbadia Garden. Galbadia Garden, Galbadia Garden. Okay, so just go straight through Galbadia Garden. Just keep going. Cut straight across the main hall and into the northern hallway, and every so often this blonde kid will come down the stairs, and he is the only player on the entire continent of Galbadia that will play the El Noel card. And I don't even need to really show you, but I guess I'm already in here and they won't let me back out, so and of course he's not playing it this time, because that would be too convenient for a demonstration, but he does occasionally play the El Noel card, and he's the only player after you leave the island of Balam that will play it regularly. Yeah, it's not super important which one I take, but okay. Yeah, so he's who you need to talk to get the El Noel cards. You get 20 of them, and you can use card mod to turn them into energy crystals, and then ammo refinery, after if it's level 10, is to turn those into pulse ammo. So that's how you get the 12 pulse ammo. The adamantine would be probably the easiest to get, aside from the gil, obviously. The adamantine you get from modding the Minotaur card, and this is the first time that I have in any way modded one of the rare cards, the level 10 character cards, the level 9 GF cards, and the level 8 GF cards, and I think level 6 are bosses. level 7, I think, are also bosses. I don't have any level 7 cards yet. But this is the first time I modded a quote-unquote rare card. 8, 9, and 10 are the super rare ones. You won't be able to get any rare cards back until the very end of the game. So if you're trying to do a completionist run where you have like 99 of every item or whatever, yeah, you're not getting this thing back for a long, long time. And only if you do a certain side quest to get it back. And that's the same for any of these cards. If you mod them for any reason, they're more or less gone. You're not getting them back, which is fine, because I mean, you only need 5 cards to make a good hand and win basically anything you ever want to win. So it's not a huge deal, but I always personally avoid doing that. That's just how and the same goes for if you lose a card, because there's no guarantee that the person you lose it to will play it. So if you lose a card to someone, they might never play it, and you might never get that card back. So you have to be cautious of that when playing cards, but that's why I don't really like modding any of these guys, even though they give you amazing rewards. Like Angelo's 100 elixirs. You'll be set on healing items for the rest of the game if you mod him as soon as you get him. And a few of these others are really, like Kyros gives you, I think, accelerators, like 3 accelerators, which will teach 3 GFs the auto haste ability. So 3 of your, I mean, that's 3 GFs, that's, you only have 3 party members, so your entire party will be auto hasted always for the entire game if you modded him. So it's one of those things that it's probably worthwhile to mod them. I just don't, because I don't want to, you know. But for the sake of the Lionheart, I will have only the Minotaur card. It'll get you 10 adamantines, and you need 1 of them for the Lionheart. So that's the pulse ammo, that's the adamantine. The last item you need on the Lionheart, hold on just a little bit, gonna come out here, is the dragon fin. You need 4 dragon fins. Now, dragon fins are dropped, and they're rare drops. They only drop every, I don't want to say 10 battles or so. Hold on, let me go around the corner. From the Grendels that appear only in this forest. I mean, they appear elsewhere, but only these Grendels will drop the dragon fins. Now, I don't know if it is a programming glitch or what, but if you want to make it so that every encounter in the forest is a Grendel, just run along the cliffside and just stick against the wall, and every encounter will be a Grendel. If you wander around the middle, you'll get Ochus, you'll get Funguars, Cockatrices, and I think that's it. I think maybe Capitulars too. I don't know. But you'll get a bunch of other enemies as well. If you're only looking for the Grendel for the weapon, then just run your head along this cliffside. Now, you may have noticed that I've been walking around the world map for a little bit here, and I have not uncovered any encounters at all. In between episodes, I also, because I had to get Ifrit to above level 10 to learn the ammo refinery, that means the other guys also leveled up a little bit. And I was trying to avoid it, but I didn't really have a choice to get the ammo refinery. But I did learn encounter none. So at this point, moving forward, from now until the end of the game, I will only fight random encounters if I want random encounters for leveling up purposes, which probably won't happen. So every other ability I learn will be learned from, you know, bosses. I guess possibly if I get a new GF, there might be abilities that I'll need to learn right away because they're super powerful or something. But for the most part, random encounters are more or less done for the rest of the game. and we're still on disc 1. But yeah, so 4 dragon fins, which drop from the Grendels in that forest, where you had the second Laguna Dream, and 12 pulse ammo, and 1 adamantine. Let's see. I also... now, you can go ahead and upgrade some other characters' weapons as well, but it's really not worth it. Squall's Lionheart. I just... for some reason, as soon as I said Squall's Lionheart in that sentence, I had this strange feeling that I've been calling him Cloud this entire episode. And I have no idea if that's accurate or not. It's just this itching feeling in the back of my brain. And it'd be super awkward if I had been calling him Cloud this entire time. But no, Squall's Lionheart is the only weapon that's really worth getting, with maybe one exception. Because Squall's weapons change his limit breaks. That's how you unlock new limit breaks for Squall. You get him better weapons. But everyone else's limit breaks are different. So for every other character, changing their weapon, let's look at, say, Zell here, as it's really not worth much. You get, +3 to strength, which, you have Tornado on a junction slot, that's +50 to strength, so +3 is nothing. And +1% to your hit ratio. And 99% sounds like it's a lot, but it's not really, because you have to subtract the enemy's evasion percentage. So, I mean, he still hits more often than he misses by a lot. It's more accurately, he's probably at like 80 hit rate, something like that. Now, you notice something about Squall's weapons. Every single one of them, no matter how weak or how powerful, has the 255% hit ratio. That is the maximum hit percentage possible. It means he will never, ever, ever miss with physical attacks, even if he is blinded, and even if the enemy has maximum evasion. So he never misses. That's the thing Squall has. That's just Squall. There is one other weapon that has that trait, and that is Selphie's ultimate weapon. Also has a 255% hit ratio. So Squall's is the only one that I would really say you definitely want to get that ultimate weapon as early as you can. But if you happen to have the items for it, which I do believe I do, I think, maybe. No, it's not. I might have the items for it. If you happen to have the items for it, I believe it's Curse Spike. I have to think about what's actually in Selphie's weapon now. I want to say it's Curse Spike, another adamantine, and you get 10 from the Minotaur card. So you only need 1 for the Lionheart. So let's see here. I think it's Curse Spike. I think it's 2 Curse Spikes, and what's the third item? Star Fragments. That's what it is. Star Fragments, which I think are Iron Giant. You get from the Iron Giants. Let's see here. Star Fragments. That's the thing I'm missing, because I definitely have Curse Spikes. That's why I was wondering why I couldn't see it in the junk menu. The weapon shop. They call them junk shops in this game for some reason. And the reason I can't see them there is... okay. Do I not have any Iron Giants? Probably not. see here. Star fragment. Am I just blind? I have 2, so I'm 1 short. Okay. And I believe it is... I believe that 3 Iron Giants make a Star Fragment, so that's actually not so bad. I can probably get an Iron Giant pretty easily, actually. 3 Iron Giants. Maybe. If I can find someone that actually plays the card. Which I don't think this guy does. Come on. He's taking forever to play. Just play a card. Okay. So let's go down to card. What level is Iron Giant? It is level 5. Alright, well the only guy that plays level 5 cards is the blonde kid, so I guess we're going back there. Because it's... while I'm walking, I guess I'll explain the card levels. So each player has a set number of levels that they can play cards at. So it's not that this kid plays this card, is that he plays this level of cards of this card level. So that kind of helps you out a little bit, because if you know what cards are what level, then if you're looking for a specific card, all you have to do is find someone that plays at the same level, and then you know, well, that person will eventually play the card you're looking for. So you can just play that same person over and over again. In this case, I know, because I was looking for Anoil cards for so long, that the blonde kid on the stairs at Galbadia Garden is the only person that plays level 5 cards outside of Balam Garden, or at least... I mean, that's not actually true. I'm sure there are plenty of people who play level 5 cards in the rest of the world map, but, you know, he's the only one who plays level 5 cards that I currently have access to, given the amount of the map that is currently available to me to travel to, which is Timber, Deling City, Galbadia Garden, and Dolette are the only settlements I can actually get to at the moment. Eventually we'll be able to go back to Balam, I think relatively soonish. But for now, you know, you only have 4 civilized locations to visit, so it makes sense that you might not find someone who plays the right level of cards. Go ahead. So I need, I think, 3 Iron Giants to get the star whatever. Star fragments. Which I might do off camera, because I've been recording 25 minutes, which is a little bit shorter than most episodes, but at the same time, I don't think you guys want to see me play cards. I don't think that's entertaining use of an episode, so... So if he doesn't start playing them like right quick here, that'll probably end the episode and keep going for him. So in the last episode, I said that this episode I would get Squall's Lionheart and then continue with the main plot from there. Well, I guess next episode I'll begin with getting Selphie's ultimate weapon, which is not Lionheart, and then continuing the main plot in the next one. So just delay it, I guess. But at least I spent this episode, explaining how you get both of those ultimate weapons. And if I really want to, I could go to everyone's, but because I'm pretty sure you can get almost all of them. Oh, and look, there's an oil right there. Yeah, I think you can get almost all of them right now. It's just that it's not worth it to do. Because they're all very mild or moderate increases in strength. That is simply not worth it. They're simply not worth it at all. Yeah, so I guess I'll go ahead and get an oil. I already have the energy crystals, I don't need them anymore, but force of habit, I guess, getting that card. But yeah, the Lionheart definitely gets this. The Strange Vision is what it's called. Selphie's ultimate weapon. Get if you happen to have the items for it, but otherwise don't go out of your way like I'm doing. I'm wasting time doing this. But for the most part, yeah, that would be my suggestion, because that. Ooh. All right. Well, I can't afford to lose any of these cards, and to be honest, I did not actually accomplish anything in this episode at all, aside from showing you where I did all the farming. So, I'm actually just gonna exit the game without saving, and this episode just didn't happen. I will still upload it and just continue. I guess next episode will be my initial plan. Get the Lionheart, and then just continue with the story. Yeah, that will be my thing next episode. That will be the next episode. So whatever I said last episode, the next episode will be, is what the actual next episode will be. But I did take this episode to explain how you get the ultimate weapons. Or at least those two, the only two that are relevant. I mean, the other ones look cool, but, the Lionheart and the Strange Vision are the only two that actually have any strong, useful effects. So thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you next time.